Are set to go now in the opening race. 1,000 metres, the light flashing, and they're off and running this time. Proudest Moment bounded away from the outside. True Sculptor hopped out quickly. Proudest Moment just headed. True Sculptor are now booted up on the inside to head it out. And on settling down, it's True Sculptor a half in front of Proudest Moment, sitting back second. 2 to Simatomo and Disputed Pearl caught 3 deep in the centre west of France. 3 lengths last of all in the field is White Wonder. At the turn there at the 700 metre mark, and on the inside, the leader is True Sculptor, about 3/4 in front of Proudest Moment. A neck further back third, the outside west of France under pressure, and the favourites draw away now. A length into Sumatomo, Disputed Pearl, and 2 to White Wonder. It's Proudest Moment, and on the inside, True Sculptor coming to the turn, 400 to go. They're going to have a good battle. True Sculptor the inside, and Proudest Moment putting on the pressure. They turn together, locked together, with Proudest Moment getting its head in front. And the first up has taken the lead. Proudest Moment from on the inside, True Sculptor. A long gap further back, Disputed Pearl and west of France. But a very impressive debut for Proudest Moment racing away, and Proudest Moment wins it about 3 or 4 lengths. Second, True Sculptor, a length away third west of France, ahead of Disputed Pearl the outside. It got out a little wide, and then further back Sumatomo and White Wonder. So that's a good win by Proudest Moment in 57.5, a brilliant gallop. Quickly racing up and heading off True Sculptor when they turn for home. And it's got the upper hand and race clear after jumping in front. And this fellow, Proudest Moment, from an outside stool, the outside gate 6 on this occasion with the scratchings. A proud night at Colt, having his first race start, and we've heard a lot about him and seen him at the trials, and Proudest Moment has raced home for an easy win over True Sculptor in the run of the post, about 4 lengths. 57.5 is the run, and that has to be a new track record. The course record is 57.9, held by Bowl Prospect, so that's a new class and a new track record. 57.5 with the rail on the true position, and the winner is showing on the tote $1 even for the place 70. True Sculptor to pay 74, 1 and 10 on the opening race here at Moonee Valley. This fellow, Proudest Moment, who won officially by 3.5 lengths. $1 to win, 70 a place. True Sculptor 70 at west of France, no third tote. Quinella 90 cents and a trifecta of $9.60 for 4, 1 and 10. And they're all ready to go. Puckle Harbour the favourite with punters at odds upon, and they're off and running this time. And away they go, and they've jumped away in a fairly good line. Noble as Roman, Tilbury Temptation, Puckle Harbour away quickly. D'Angelo went straight up on the inside to lead out now from Mandatour second, and he's pulling rather hard. Over on the outside of him came Trade Line. There's no pace. Tilbury Temptation going around the outside will go up second. And the favourite Puckle Harbour third from Noble as Roman, Mandatour the fence. Trade Line pulling up on the centre. About 2 lengths further back, Italian Verdict from Royal Sea and Pertinent Charge, Cameo Favour, and Wholesam brought up the rear. Coming around the top turn, they race this time, and they've got 2,000 metres to go. D'Angelo, the jumper, left in front, a length and a half in front of Tilbury Temptation. White's got the favourite now over on the inside, Puckle Harbour, to give him every possible chance, third on the rail. So it just depends on the pace, though, because they're not going real hard. Trade Line's gone up fourth on the outside of the hindquarters of Puckle Harbour, and then further back Mandatour. Noblest Roman's able to get in one off the fence on the outside of Italian Verdict, then Royal Sea, a length in Pertinent Charge, Cameo Favour, and Wholesome is last of all, sitting out a little wide at the 1,600 metre mark. And the leader, D'Angelo, a length and a half, Tilbury Temptation. Puckle Harbour settled okay third, the rail. A length Trade Line, a length into Mandatour, 2 to Noblest Roman outside Italian Verdict. 2 further back in Pertinent Charge on the inside of Royal Sea, a length and a half, Cameo Favour, and 2 lengths to Wholesam, who's last of all. At the 1,300 metre turn, D'Angelo wanted to shift ground a little, and he's out by 3/4, now pulling its way. Trade Line went up on the outside, and around the turn at the 12.50, and Trade Line, Trelaw gives the horse its head, and it races to the front now. Trade Line to lead, 2 lengths D'Angelo, and the pace is on. 2 or 3 further back, third on the outside is Tilbury Temptation. He had to shake up Puckle Harbour. He picked up the bit and went up third on the inside of Tilbury Temptation, fourth. 2 to Noblest Roman, 2 lengths further back, Italian Verdict. They're followed on the inside by Mandatour, and 4 lengths Royal Sea and Pertinent Charge, with its ears scrubbed off from Cameo Favour, and old Wholesam is 4 lengths away last of all. 800 to go. Trade Line by 2 lengths D'Angelo. Puckle Harbour under pressure over on the inside from Tilbury Temptation, then pulled out wide Italian Verdict as they bunch up from Noblest Roman. It's Trade Line in front. White got off the fence on the favourite Puckle Harbour. It quickly raced up to the leader now. Then D'Angelo battling on third, the outside, 2 to Noblest Roman, followed by Mandatour, Tilbury Temptation, Italian Verdict, and 4 lengths Cameo Favour. 350 out. Puckle Harbour with its head in front on the outside of Trade Line, battling on. A neck further back, D'Angelo, and 2 then to Mandatour, battling on from Noblest Roman. Puckle Harbour took the lead on the home turn. White sitting confidently, a length in front. Mandatour getting out and having a crack at it, and D'Angelo further out. He pulls the whip on Puckle Harbour. Mandatour on the outside trying hard. Puckle Harbour finds a half length though. Puckle Harbour's doing too well, and Puckle Harbour will get there. Not a flash win, but he's won it a neck to Mandatour. 3 lengths away. Third in the race would have been D'Angelo. Wholesale made some ground from Trade Line. Then further back in the field, a good gap to Royal Sea, then Tilbury Temptation. They're followed on the outside by Italian Verdict. Wholesale pulling up just behind them. Cameo Favour has pulled up short in its action, and the last couple Impertinent Charge and Noblest Roman. 2 out here at the Valley, and we've got Puckle Harbour, the winner, of course, 85 and 65. Number 8, Mandatour, $5.30. 3, D'Angelo, $1.10. Quinella, $30.45, and a trifecta at $235.30 for 183 on race number 2. The line is good, the signal given, the light is on. Racing, CRESCIDIUM missed the kick about a length and a half. He was last to get going. Clear last, CRESCIDIUM, and away quickly Reigning Aces on the inside of HUNZA'S Ace. Cosign began fairly well, and further out as Morning Minstrel with on the outside of them Dead of Night. Right around the outside, Sure and Free is quickly racing up towards the lead and running to the 1,300 metre mark. Cosign just in front of Sure and Free, and third back on the outside Tamar Moon, followed by Morning Minstrel over on the inside. Reigning Aces, Dead of Night, 3 deep and 4 wide Batuta. 2 lengths further back then came Aythorpe Falls on the outside of HUNZA'S Ace. A length further back in the field then along the back of the track as Rainoma, followed by Smoky Fox, and CRESCIDIUM got up on the inside second last. They're well bunched at the turn at the 850 metre mark. Cosign, Sure and Free. A half in front now of Tamar Moon, 3 deep. A length and a half Reigning Aces over on the inside of Morning Minstrel, and out 3 deep there. Moving up is Dead of Night. A length and a half HUNZA'S Ace travelling into the race from Batuta. Aythorpe Falls pulled out wide. CRESCIDIUM the fence, and 3 further back in the field Smoky Fox and Rainoma. They race up with about 600 to go. A line of 3. Tamar Moon joins Sure and Free, and on the inside Cosign. Dead of Night out 4 deep. A length and a half further back. HUNZA'S Ace around the outside of Morning Minstrel. Reigning Aces dropping out. Then CRESCIDIUM pulled out wide, but about 4 lengths from the lead, and a gap Batuta. On the turn, Tamar Moon just in front of Cosign. HUNZA'S Ace pulled to the outside. He's wound up and he's running home very quickly, straightening up. Tamar Moon in front, but HUNZA'S Ace, the top weight, raced up on the outside to grab him. They kick away from Cosign. Tamar Moon, HUNZA'S Ace stride for stride. Tamar Moon's ahead in front of HUNZA'S Ace. Tamar Moon hanging on, and Tamar Moon's got the money. He's kicked again to win ahead on the post to HUNZA'S Ace. 4 lengths away, third CRESCIDIUM ahead of Morning Minstrel. Then Cosign, and a gap for Tudor, a gap then Smoky Fox. Then on the outside, Aythorpe Falls from Reigning Aces, followed by Dead of Night, Sure and Free, and tailed off is Rainoma. Judge will call for the photo here after the third event, but you'll find, despite travelling off the track all the way, Tamar Moon, which was in front on the turn, but you couldn't have put enough on HUNZA'S Ace after it travelled beautifully into the race and quickly ranged up to Tamar Moon, but he couldn't get past him. And Tamar Moon has fought back, ridden by Bob Skelton to win this about a head in the run to the post over HUNZA'S Ace. And third placing in the race will go to number 4, and that's CRESCIDIUM, which missed the kick about 2 lengths. It was a clear last. And there's the result of race 3 here at the Valley. 5 Tamar Moon, 5.25 and 1.55. 1 HUNZA'S Ace, $1.10, and number 4 CRESCIDIUM, $1.10. 5.14 the trifecta, $188.05, and a Quinella of $13.70. The result of race number 3. Very late over here at the start, and the lights on. They're racing this time. They came away in a fairly good line. One of the best to show out, Mia Stella towards the outside, jumping out quickly with Donna Louise and La Zip and Pretty Plume from the outside, and going up on the inside Caronay when they settle down. Further back Art Lady, followed by Space Watch. Mia Stella just led, trapped out wide Pretty Plume, and up in the centre goes Donna Louise, a length and a half Caronay from Art Lady. Then Space Watch. La Zip is now getting back on the outside, caught out 4 deep. Poking up along the inside Kameda Girl, then further back in the field came Find a Star. Pulled out wide, Blame It on Rio. Cami as well back. Wicked Smiles last to the main bunch, about 6 lengths from the lead and looking for a run, and 8 lengths tailed off down the side Equity Girl. At the 600 metre mark, and Pretty Plume out 3 deep with Donna Louise, and on the fence Mia Stella, a line of 3. A length and a half La Zip. Caronay just behind them under the whip. 2 lengths further back then Space Watch. Oh, Wicked Smile can't win. It's locked away back on the inside of Art Lady at 100 to 1 from there, but on the turn Pretty Plume took the lead, but La Zip moved up quickly on the outside and grabbed it. La Zip took the lead, 200 out from Pretty Plume, and then Mia Stella, followed by Caronay, then Cami and Donna Louise, but La Zip's in front with 100 to go. Got clear of Pretty Plume. Cammy getting out late and flashing down the outside, but Lazip wins. A length Cammy ahead away third, Pretty Plume. Then a gap finder star Carinay, and then further back in the field, Kameda Girl, followed by Donna Louise, then Space Watch. Wicked Smile, never in the race at all. Back behind them, Equity Girl actually caught them from Art Lady, followed by Mia Stella, who's one of the last to pull up, and Blame It on Rio's back there with them. Lazip is to Lazip with correct weight, $2.20 and 85 a place. Number 8, Cammy, $1.60, and number 4, Pretty Plume, $1. Quinella, $11.25, and Trifecta of $85.65. 284, the result of race 4 at Liddy Valley. Ready, the light is on. They're racing this time and aiming on the inside, hopped out fairly well. Keepers away quickly, Vera's Boy straight to the front. Lord of Camelot began well and further out followed the light. Getting back Sir Geraint, on the outside of him BEAU Lane from Lighthouse Watson. Fast and Furious going around the outside from Feeder R. Noble Cavalier is going to be very wide on that first turn. Further back in the field, Ski Boots Woking, and Rare Decision is a clear last. On that turn now, 12.50 out, and the leader on the inside, Vera's Boy, a half in front. Lord of Camelot, the jockey's lost his cap. He's up running second. Out wide as Fast and Furious, and going up quickly with him as Follow the Light towards the lead. At the 1,000-metre mark, a length and a half, Noble Cavalier as Lord of Camelot takes a trail. Aiming on the inside of Lighthouse Watson, a length Keepers, and further back Sir Geraint, BEAU Lane. 2 to Feeder R, 3 further back Woking, then Rare Decision and Ski Boots. At the turn at the 800-metre mark, and the pace is fairly keen here. Fast and Furious went up with Follow the Light. On the fence there is Vera's Boy, a length and a half, Noble Cavalier. Sir Geraint pulled out wide, Lord of Camelot behind them, followed by Lighthouse Watson. Aiming under a bit of pressure back on the rail, BEAU Lane, Feeder R pulled out wide with Keepers. Aiming not going well, and then Rare Decision starting to take off, but out very wide from Woking. 450 metres to go, Vera's Boy in front, but BEAU Lane out in the centre, raced up to tackle him. Then further back, Noble Cavalier, and Rare Decision from a long way back is running on from Sir Geraint and Lighthouse Watson. BEAU Lane shot to the front though on the turn. Raced a length and a half, Vera's Boy, Rare Decision down the outside, and Noble Cavalier running on. BEAU Lane in front with 150 to go, Rare Decision, Sir Geraint, Noble Cavalier trying hard. BEAU Lane, the leader, close to the line. He's riding hands and heels. Noble Cavalier getting to him near the line. Oh, they hit it. Noble Cavalier may have grabbed BEAU Lane to get up and win. There's nothing in it. Third home is Rare Decision on the outside, and they're followed by Sir Geraint. Then Lighthouse Watson, Woking, Lord of Camelot, Keepers. Vera's Boy gave in from Ski Boots. Feeder R followed the light. Aiming not racing well. He's beaten one home, and that's Fast and Furious. Judge calling for the... Over at Moonee Valley, the winner, number 8, BEAU Lane, paid $2.65 the win and $95 the place. Number 6, Rare Decision, got second placing on protest. The dividend, $2.05. And 9, Noble Cavalier, relegated from second to third, $6.95 the place. The Quinella, 6 and 8, paid $25.25, and the Trifecta still paid a massive dividend of $2,430. Ready to run the Light Ace handicap. Lights on and they're off and racing now. Rolanda on the inside, Savali. They both popped out quickly. Beat out Skyhook and Mistral Bar. And there's Torville, the favourite, bounding away from the outside. She'll cross over and get the rail for Young Highland. When they settle down, and Torville crossed over and led from Corondalay up second on the outside, and they're followed by Savali inside Megan Vale. Further back, Atlantic Crisis, followed further back by Mistral Bar. Rolanda the fence. Out 3 deep is Sky Baby as they go into the back straight. Then Skyhook, Star Glimmer. Then Dream Ruler and Heights brought up the rear. Along the back of the track, they race with about 1,150 metres to go. Corondalay on the outside of Torville. 2 lengths further back in the field, Megan Vale. A length Savali, a half Atlantic Crisis to Rolanda. A length and a half Mistral Bar from on the outside, Sky Baby. Then Skyhook the fence, a length Heights. A length further back, Dream Ruler. And last of all is Star Glimmer. They turn around at the 850, and Corondalay allowed to go to the front. A length and a half to Torville, enjoying a nice run second. Now Young Highland's going to take it off the fence and go up to the outside of Corondalay when they come down the side. Further back on the outside of them came Megan Vale, followed by Atlantic Crisis, Rolanda, Savali. 3 lengths Heights, Dream Ruler, Mistral Bar, the other struggling, headed by Skyhook as they race up to the 400-metre mark, and he let Torville go. It raced to the front with Rolanda out after it quickly. Corondalay is gone. Then Megan Vale, Savali, and further back Atlantic Crisis. Torville the leader on the turn to straighten about a neck in front. Rolanda the danger on the outside, gets on terms of the 200. 2 to Megan Vale, Atlantic Crisis, and Dream Ruler from a long way back. Torville on the inside, ahead in front of Rolanda. They're clear of the others. Atlantic Crisis. Torville fights back again, the favourite, takes the lead from Rolanda, and Heights rattling home well. But Torville for the money, a length from the line, Rolanda. Heights got up to run third from Atlantic Crisis, Dream Ruler. Then Megan Vale, Mistral Bar, Savali, Corondalay, a gap to Skyhook. Then Star Glimmer, and tailed off is Sky Baby. Number 1.
Matthew Highland, 15-8 favourite. Torville, second ROLANDA, 25-1, and third Heights running on well at 7-1, and the winner favourite at 15-8. Plenty of 2-1 was bet about that one. In the 7th event, and SEIGER was back to his favourite track. A fairly wide betting race. The favourite here, Warlike, at 7-2.
SEIGER from behind, light on, and away they go. Broken a very good line too. Rasflyer took time to get going with Cuba Mahogany at away fast. SEIGER towards the outside. Out quickly, Sir Brittany up along the inside with Truman. Jurisdiction from the outside, showing some speed with BREQUILLO. Settling down, it's Truman just in front of BREQUILLO, and SEIGER out 3 deep, a line of 3. A length and a half further back in the field, Jurisdiction from Sir Brittany, Warlike. Then further back in the field, Rasflyer carting Burano out very deep, followed by Fair Paint about 6 off the lead. Then winning Rink, 2 to Winter, beaten hopelessly for speed, a dozen lengths from the lead. 4 lengths Cardinal Fury, 15 lengths Gulliver's Lane and Cuba Mahogany. 600 to go, they're going hard. SEIGER just in front of BREQUILLO. A length and a half, Jurisdiction getting up to third, followed by Truman under pressure. Warlike starting to work into it around the outside with Rasflyer and Burano. They're finishing well. Then Sir Brittany and a gap then to Winter. SEIGER a length and a half in front of BREQUILLO on the home turn. They've got away Jurisdiction, Burano, Warlike, and then Rasflyer. SEIGER first for home from BREQUILLO, the outside, and Burano starting to finish well in the centre. Winter and Rasflyer down the outside. SEIGER in front with 100 to go from BREQUILLO. BREQUILLO trying to get to SEIGER from Warlike and Burano, but SEIGER's hanging on, and SEIGER got the money, a half length to BREQUILLO. 3/4 away, third is Warlike. They're followed further back by Burano, Winter, Rasflyer, Fair Paint, Jurisdiction. Then further back in the field, Sir Brittany, a gap Cardinal's Fury, then winning Rink, followed by Cuba Mahogany, Truman, and tailed off is Gulliver's Lane.
16-1 SEIGER, Rodney Dawkins, 8-1 BREQUILLO, and 7-2 favourite Warlike running third there, and the numbers 3-8-1 on race 7, the last leg of the quadrilla, second leg of the double. Princely Heart's a horse that's been racing well on provincial tracks, and he came to Melbourne yesterday in the final event.
Racing in the final event, away they go. Oh, Mr. Cheap missed the kick. He's missed the start badly, Mr. Cheap, and he's back there with Fear of Loss and True Pierre. Mr. Swanky away quickly from the outside with Princely Heart. Judge's Rule drove up on the inside to lead. Judge's Rule just in front of Mr. Swanky. A length further back, May Rule a third. A length Princely Heart followed by Vividly the Fence, 2 to Running Repairs. They're followed by Golden Lantern, then Flash Sam racing erratically, 2 to Vain Beau, Mr. Cheap. Fear of Loss and well back, Sovereign Ivan, the last 2. Ivory Beau and True Pierre running up with about 600 to go, and it's Mr. Swanky on the outside of Judge's Rule. Here's Princely Heart joining in quickly on the outside, a length and a half then to Vividly May Ruler. They're 6 in front of Running Repairs, and then further back Vain Beau. On the turn, Mr. Swanky in front. Princely Heart ranged up on the outside, then Vividly coming home well. Mr. Swanky first for home. Princely Heart on the outside's getting to him though. Princely Heart raced up, he's ducking in on Little Massett, but he takes the lead from Mr. Swanky and Vividly, and Little Johnny Massett, his first Metropolitan win. Princely Heart, a length and a half for the run home. Second home is Mr. Swanky, 3 lengths away, third Vividly. Oh, Mr. Cheap has run fourth, a mighty run by it after walking out of the barrier. Then Judge's Rule, followed further back by Flash Sam, Running Repairs, then Sovereign Ive, then Ivory Beau, further back in the field in company with Golden Lantern, May Rule, a Fear of Loss, True Pierre, and Vain Beau.
Well, there's the winner, Princely Heart. He took 1.2 off the record that was created in the first event by Proudest Moment. He's a very good horse, Princely Heart. He's got his problems, apparently, a problem in the knee area, but he's a good galloper. 7-2 equal, Mr. Swanky 14-1, Vividly at 6-1, and Judge's Rule, the other equal favourite with Princely Heart at 7-2. A check of the results yesterday, doubles, quadrillas, etc. The 1 and 2 combination for the extra double at Moonee Valley, $3.45. And for the daily double, a pair of 8s. And the dividend there, $73.65. Into the quadrilla, and the numbers 2, 8, 1 and 3. So it was 8 and 3 for that daily double. If we'll just go back and correct that, it was 8 and 3, the TAB double at Moonee Valley. And the quadrilla, 2, 8, 1 and 3, a dividend of $761.35. Now at Rose Hill in Sydney, 8 and 3, the extra double dividend $207.60. For the daily double in Sydney, 2 and 1, $9.10. And the quadrilla at Rose Hill yesterday for 3, 2, 1 and 1, $282.75. In South Australia at Morfordville, 19 and 7, the daily double, $87.30. Well, that was the extra double. The daily was on 8 and 3 actually, and it paid $33.15 for the daily double there. In Adelaide, In Brisbane, 2 and 3, $28.80 for the daily double in Brisbane. And at Pakenham, the TAB program, 1 and 4 for the extra double, a dividend of $66.10. The daily double at Pakenham, 4 and 2, $12.15. And the quadrilla at Pakenham yesterday, 4, 1, 2, 4, $714.70. That's the dividends from around Australia. We'll take this commercial break. You're watching World of Sport replay, back with the greyhounds and the harness racing.
Betting Flotilla the favourite as the last of the runners goes into the gate. Here's our caller, Ian Craig.
The firm elects. Lord Foxing sitting back, racing this time. Cowboy Ben missed it by a length, and slow to go was Fire Chariot. And the speedy Red Roxy straight to the lead. Flotilla goes up hastily second. Whiskey Supreme third. Prince Leroy fourth. Then Mnemonic on the inside, followed by on the outside, losing ground, Lord Kensington with Resplendent, and then Exile Sun. And behind those next on the outside is Macquarie Prince. A gap then to Cowboy Ben, and getting well back Wexford Castle in company with Fire Chariot. On the side, 600 to go. Red Roxy a half length on Whiskey Supreme, a length and a half Mnemonic. 3/4 Flotilla the outside, and 2 to Prince Leroy on the outside, followed in the centre by Lord Foxing. Exile Sun on the rails, and very wide Lord Kensington, and Macquarie Prince is the deepest. They straighten up, and Whiskey Supreme doing a shade better than Red Roxy at the moment. Flotilla starting to join in now, and Mnemonic on the inside, and 2 lengths away next is Lord Foxing. 200 metres out, and Flotilla is pegging back Whiskey Supreme very quickly to race to the lead, and Flotilla in front now on the outside. Mnemonic taken about 4 off the rail to try and pick up Flotilla. A low finishing quickly. The post will be too close, and Flotilla wins nicely. Flotilla has beaten Mnemonic, third Whiskey Supreme, and then came Red Roxy, Lord Foxing, followed by Exile Sun, Lord Kensington, Cowboy Ben, Prince Leroy, Macquarie Prince, Grosvenor, Resplendent, and then Wexford Castle, and last with Fire Chariot.
1, 2 and 4 over the line. Race 1 in Sydney. The favourite Flotilla getting home in the first, giving punters a 2-state good start. The favourites winning here at Moonee Valley and at Rose Hill in Sydney. 1 Flotilla beating 2 Mnemonic and 4 Whiskey Supreme.
From the Hayes stable, so we go over and join Ron Paps.
First attempt, a patchy start though. Tanneroy slow out with Lux Riddle and Vaguely Golio, and also slow to begin Petite Namnan. Topless, no early speed. Papo drives through the pack to lead them from second placing Jacobian. 3 lengths away then Lost Kingdom settling nicely on its outside. No Trumps, followed further back Directress, and right around them Topless. Then further back Prince Nanan out wide. They were followed in that division by Tanneroy getting going. Vaguely Golio, and forget about Lux Riddle coming before the turn at the 600-metre mark, and Papo is going along very keenly. A length in advance now in second position. Lost Kingdom, who's run right up behind it, looking a big threat. Over on the outside, Jacobian. He's trying to get out on Lost Kingdom, but he lost ground trying to get through. Over on the outside, No Trumps, followed then by Topless. He still can't get into the clear on Lost Kingdom. It's green now. It's trying to get out, but it's No Trumps coming after Papo. Lost Kingdom's trying to get balanced again. No Trumps has grabbed Papo. Lost Kingdom battling away for the minors with Topless, and also there Jacobian, but No Trumps in front. Goes on to score well. A length and a half to Papo. Lost Kingdom, well, he'll improve on that run. Very green. In fourth placing with them out wide Directress and Jacobian. Topless not far away. Tanneroy ran on nicely. A good debut. They were followed further back then by Prince Manan, and further back then to Vaguely Golio, and Lux Riddle was at the tail.
No Trumps, scoring quite comfortably there from on the inside. Papo second. It'll get second by about a long hit over Lost Kingdom. Lost Kingdom in that white spotted cap just had difficulty getting away from the fence. In actual fact, the horse on the outside there, the stablemate Jacobian, which has finished up, I think, running fourth in the red cap there, was having a bit of a bumping duel with the stablemate when they turned for home. But Lost Kingdom.
Afternoon over 1,200 metres. Let's twist again. Not happy with the idea of being in the stalls. Rearing. They're off this time, though, and Velvet Cluster immediately dropped out to last. Nassau's Daughter and Steel Bullet go to the lead. Only about a half length on Talon, and Singeing Lamb pushing up and settling down. It's going to be Steel Bullet, about a half length Talon, who's in the middle, and Singeing Lamb almost making a line of 3 on the rails. 1 Baden's Lodge, Erithica Star improving, then Going Concern, followed by Velvet Cluster. Let's twist again. Copper Phantom, Ivorski, and Nassau's Daughter, who jumped well, can't stay up there and is now last. Steel Bullet to the 700, a half length on Ithaca Star. A length away, third is Singeing Lamp on the inside of Talon, 1.5 to Going Concern. 3/4 back on the inside, Velvet Cluster, then Baden's Lodger, followed by Let's Twist Again, Nassau's Daughter. A good gap, Ivorski, and last of all is Copper Phantom on the turn. And the leader is Steel Bullet, about a length on Ithaca Star and Talon. Singeing Lamp on the inside, and a bit over a length Going Concern, Baden's Lodger and Nassau's Daughter coming to the 200, and Steel Bullet giving back as the sight leads a length and a half on Talon under the whip. Here's Going Concern starting to run home pretty well, and further out Baden's Lodger, Steel Bullet in front, 100 to go, still about a length and a half Talon. Going Concern on the outside, but Steel Bullet's run them all off their feet, and Steel Bullet pretty well all the way. Steel Bullet from a tighty between Talon and Going Concern, and then came Let's Twist Again, Singeing Lamp. Further away then Baden's Lodger, Nassau's Daughter, Ithaca Star knocked up, then Velvet Cluster, Ivorski and Copper Phantom was last.
An all-the-way win there to number 8, Steel Bullet, ridden by apprentice Adrian Robinson. Steel Bullet the winner. A photo called for second between number 1, Talon, and number 3, Going Concern. Race 2, Sydney, the winner number 8, photo between 1 and 3 for the Miners.
Number 65, here's Ron Paps.
Racing now. And a fairly tidy start with Osprey Reef getting back towards the tower with Ace and Bertie on settling. Sandy Harbour came out running and assumed control going over the crossing near the 1800, led by 2 or 3 lengths to All Spades on the inside of All Keyed Up, and then Rough Harmony. Further back, Radella, Rosita, and getting through on the inside of the pair of those now is Always Touchy, manoeuvring through on the rail. A couple of lengths away to Bondi Boy, a similar margin Bertie, and one away then Ace outside on Osprey Reef within a half the rail. They're shaping up to run along the far side, heading to the 1400, and Sandy Harbour is the leader. Sandy Harbour shows the way a half clear. In second placing with 1400 to go, Rough Harmony. All Spades gets the run of the race inside of the Ruffy Rodella. Then about 3/4 of a length to All Keyed Up, and about a length away then to Always Touchy from Rosita. They were followed further back in the field. Something seemed to go amiss there with Always Touchy for a stride or two. It dropped back sharply. Further back in the field then Bondi Boy, followed by Bertie. Back second last Osprey Reef, and last of all on the outside is Ace. They're racing down the side now with 1,000 metres exactly to travel, and Sandy Harbour shows the way, nearly a full length to Rough Harmony. All Spades couldn't have asked for a better run in transit. 2 lengths away Radella outside of All Keyed Up, 2 to Rosita. Some of these are having their ears scrubbed off with 800 to go now, Bondi Boy and Ace included, but they're picking up a little bit of ground. A length and a half to Bertie, who's got well back with Osprey Reef and Always Touchy. Their chances look remote, the last 3, as they come to the 600 now. Sandy Harbour about to be collared by All Spades, who's away from the rail and moves up to its outside. They've got away 2 or 3 in front of Rough Harmony, Bondi Boy, Ace the outside, Bertie from well back, and then Rosita. Into the straight though, and All Spades is about to collar Sandy Harbour. They're 3 in front of Bondi Boy, Rough Harmony, Ace. Rosita and Bertie are plodding away. Then further back in the field, Osprey Reef, Always Touchy, All Keyed Up's gone, and Radella, but All Spades gets to the lead from Sandy Harbour. Now Bertie starting to come with a late spurt out wide. It might be too late. Rets All Spades in front. Bertie's flying. All Spades hanging on, and All Spades ridden too well, wins at a half length to Bertie. Third placing Sandy Harbour, 3 lengths away then to Bondi Boy. They were followed further back by Ace, and then came Rosita, Rough Harmony, Always Touchy, Rodella, and further back then to Osprey Reef and All Keyed Up.
Well, he's too good there. Jim Courtney on All Spades gave the horse every possible hope. It's defeated Bertie about a neck in the run to the post in the red colours, and a third Sandy Harbour, which battled him pretty well up to leading up. Numbers will be 3, 6 and 2. 3, 6 and 2 on the second at Morphettville. You're watching Racing Live.
Success on the inside, and a Daniela. Very attractive chestnut filly with silver mane and tail, very reminiscent of a sire rancher. Racing this time, Street Level came out slowly. Cabaret Dancer didn't jump well, and likewise Tishan and Barrymore Lass straight to the lead. Going up to second is Glendower, a length to Annie Daniela, and going quickly around the Magic Heart, followed closely by Val's Love. Then Jewel of Night, Red Express, followed closely by Silent Love and Success on the inside. Then Cabaret Dancer, Miss Show Cozy, Street Level getting well back in the field now. Tishan second last, and Devoted to Love is last as they race along to the 600. Dittman's got across onto the rails on the favourite Barrymore Lass. She leads nearly a length on Glendower. Magic Heart third, Anna Daniela a length and a half fourth, 2 lengths to